Hey, sports fans out there in YouTube land. Come today to talk to you about the Mountain West, preview the NCAA football, Mountain West Conference. One of my favorite conferences. I'm a big OU fan. OU's my team. But I went to a few Air Force games, and it's just a very good brand of football out there. And it seems like everybody does little different things, but they all seem to play you tough, and that just it makes for good football. We'll start out in the mountain. But they don't do an east and a west. They do a mountain and a west for Mountain West, which is kind of cool. Starting the mountain conference. The mountain conference, New Mexico is going to finish last, in my opinion. It's like they're sometimes they're that close to making it and being a decent football team, and sometimes they're more like miles apart. But they just can't seem to get it together for very long. And I lived in New Mexico for a while. I wanted to see them be successful, but they haven't had a whole lot of success in football over the years, and I just don't see it this year being their year. I think they're going to finish last and not a very good football team this year. Colorado State, they were on the right track, it seemed like, for a few years, and then kind of fell off. But I got them finished 5th in the Mountain Division, and not that great. Wyoming, I got them picked 4th, and I think Wyoming's got a shot at a bowl if the things come together for them. But it's a tough conference for especially in the mountain area. I got Air Force finished 3rd, and I love option football, so that's part of it. I've watched them play a lot of option football, and I think that they're going to finish 3rd. And be bowl eligible, but I don't think they're going to be they're not going to be in contention for the conference championship at the end. They might be for a while, but they're not going to be in there. I think the two teams are going to contend for the Mountain Division. I got Utah State finishing 2nd, and Utah State's on the upward trend. They're a lot better than they used to be. They used to be the laughing stock of the conference, but they have improved a great deal, and we'll see if they can continue that. And I think they can. Boise State is a team that they're not my favorite team. Thinking back what they did to OU a few years back, that just makes my eyes sweat a little bit just thinking about it. So I don't like them because of that. And I just can't get over it. But they're a good football team, and I have them picked to be number 1 in the Mountain Division. Now let's switch over to the West Division. San Jose State. The West Division the Mountain Division is more top-heavy. The West Division, I think, 1 through 6 is a pretty decent team. Any one of these teams could make a bowl if things go right, but they could also go 3-9. If things don't. So it's a tough conference, especially on the west side. There's just not that team that in my opinion goes above and beyond everybody else, but there's not that team that you're thinking, man, they ain't got a shot. So I got San Jose finished 6th, and I think this is going to be one of those conferences where they might finish 6th, they might finish 1st. Who knows what's going to happen? It just depends on who gets things straight first, and who gets things going and figures things out first. So it could be a very interesting year. 5th, I have UNLV. UNLV is I think they're going to be a pretty decent team. They just need to get it together, and I think they could be a very good team this year. Nevada is next. Nevada, I think they're going to be a bowl eligible team. I think that they have the talent that they're building up but they're not where they want to be yet. But I think that they're going to show some signs, and they're going to finish fourth. I got San Diego State going third. San Diego State, I think, has some talented players, but it's going to be, again, it's like a broken record. If they can figure things out before everybody else and get on track. I think second is going to be Hawaii. Some people I've heard had them picked as low as sixth, but I think they're going to finish second. I think it's a huge home field advantage to be out there in Hawaii, and the team has to go there, and it's a distraction to go there. And it's not so much of a distraction going into the mainland. And I think they're going to be able to use that home field advantage to their benefit this year, because they put together some talent that fits what they're trying to do. And at the top of the West, I have Fresno State. I think Fresno State is going to do well. I think they've got some guys that could play on the next level, and may not be first-round draft picks, but they got quite a few guys that I think will play. And I think if they can put it together, I think they could win it all. I do think Boise State will beat them in the championship. But this is one of those conferences, just sit back and watch them. And don't think about what conference they're in. Just watch a game. And you'll see there's very competitive teams in this, or against anybody in the nation. They'll be competitive. And you watch them play against each other, and if you didn't know that neither one of them were ranked, you'd think, hey, this is a top 25 game right here. But it's just they play all kinds of different brands of football. Just whoever wills it their way, and whoever sets the tone for their brand of football, that's the team that wins. And sometimes you might get beat by a team that's sixth, and you might be the team in number one and get beat by the team that's number six. It's just you better strap it up and play every week in this conference. All right. Tomorrow I'll talk about the Sun Belt Conference, and then I believe after that we start talking about the big boys, the big five. I'm going to make 2 videos today because tomorrow is my first day of school with kids. And if you don't know, I'm a 5th grade teacher, so I'm making 2 videos today, and I'll release one today. And if I can get up the energy tomorrow, I'll push the button to release the second one. But I know how the first day goes, and I may come home and pass out. So until then, can't wait for the football season to start. It's right around the corner. All right, you guys have a good one.